clear to me, at least, that like some European leaders who still try to maintain the optics of like being bastions of liberal democracy and defenders of like international human rights are trying to at least offer some kind of exit ramp of pressure valve release by saying, okay, we're managed to state of Palestine and we're going to do it especially under the leadership of Donald Trump.
Today's bragging rights at stake in Alabama, and it will resonate from Muscle Shoals to Mobile, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Jaguars will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Alabama's offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Hand off from the shotgun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Jaguars offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. This one's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they're not on the same page there. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now. Touchdown, Bama! They put the first points on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. If you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside the 10, here he comes. looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back to the 13. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Jaguars decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Moving away from pressure. Unleashes one. He's got it. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. On first down, here comes this offense. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Gonna run it. It's Clay. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL. And
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the single back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Grab near the marker. It's Horton. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Moving out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw it. Grab near the marker is Adams. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to...
Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. The offense changing the play. Now from inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Thomas. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They tried to sneak the draw in there, and the defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
Yeah, and the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with your painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Graham. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On the option, he'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 27. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After 45 on its way. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Russell. Fired in there, but incomplete. Let's talk about Alabama. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Fires complete on the crosser. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Edwards. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field, because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
Looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown time! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Jaguars getting set on 1st and 10. Hauls it in. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Alabama quickly back to the line. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Adams. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Pocket breaking down. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Setting up the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They feed him again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolute.
Breaks into the open. Running. And another broken tackle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. To the ground with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
It'd be interesting to watch this. It's really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Hard running there. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The Jaguars will line up to punt it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Russell. Here's a heat. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Adams. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
No gain on the play.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Jaguars will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
catch in the middle. It's Dalton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Jaguars have moved it inside the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he... Good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Back to throw, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back.
And here's the third interception of the night.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Got a man. It's Adams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Alabama pushing the tempo. Might be changing the route. They'll go up top on second and short. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Jaguars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
The Jaguars will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win, week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all off season, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
Gets it out quickly. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And he throws another interception. His 3rd of the night.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Clay. Still running at the 40. Open field on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Graham. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. He wants to throw it. Big fella moving. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Jaguars!
You talk to any quarterback, Jesse, and they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellas with the big reach, the nice mitts, nice catch by the tight end.
Caught in the backfield. It's Clay. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we need... That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They've got the screen set up. Almost popped free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on second down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Makes a man miss. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They just keep firing. Into the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
Well, that's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Russell. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Williams. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dalton. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Makes the catch. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.